And to get you more on this, I'm joined by DD India correspondent on Foreign Affairs, Amritpal Singh from Chandigarh. Good morning, Amritpal. Now, when we talk about this particular development, how important this diplomatic conversation becomes, especially at a time when India is standing strong on its stand against terrorism?
Oh, Deepika, it's very significant. As you said, this is the first political contact between the two regimes. This is after the Taliban took over in 2021. Though we had established official contacts with them, our officials were meeting them, as you mentioned, in January. The Foreign Secretary met, in fact, post Pahalgam, the Director General of Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, the person who handles, the officer who handles Afghanistan in the Ministry of External Affairs had traveled to Kabul to speak with the Taliban. Before that also, his predecessor last year had met the Foreign Minister, the acting Foreign Minister, Mawlawi Muttaqi, and the acting Defence Minister and former President Hamid Karzai. It's significant from the point of view that though you do not have full-fledged diplomatic relations with them, but now India realizes that Taliban hasn't acted in ways that are inimical to India's interests. So when Dr. Jaishankar spoke with Mawlawi Muttaqi last night, the two sides were very clear that there is a lasting friendship between the Afghan people and India and the Indian people, which they would want to take forward. India is open to their developmental needs, their needs of a more liberalized visa regime, of students, patients, traders coming to India, etc. And India, on its part, put out its concerns, security concerns, especially the fake propaganda which Pakistan was trying to engage in to create a wedge, or to try to widen a wedge between the two sides, which the Afghans had then said that no Indian missile had hit Pakistan. So clearly it happened in a context of the regional security scenario and the development needs of Afghanistan. Deepika?
Also, Amritpal, the conversation with Mawlawi Muttaqi also speaks louder about the friendship India and Afghanistan share. Tell us more about the bilateral status of both the countries.
Well, the bilateral status since 2021 was when in August 2021 the Taliban stormed into power and ousted President Ghani's government. India, like the rest of the world, was wary, because this is the same Taliban which were trained and educated in the madrasas of Pakistan, run by the ISI. So they were being looked at with legitimate concern that would they be proxies of the ISI and the Pakistan army. But as time progressed, we realized that they don't listen to the Pakistan army. They realize that they have their own interests which they prioritize over Pakistan. Their umbilical cord with Pakistan, if not completely cut, is surely ruptured. Secondly, and more importantly, they did not allow their soil to be used for anti-India activities. They did not train any jihadis and let them come into Kashmir, which was our key concern. We, when earthquake hit Afghanistan, we gave them medical assistance, wheat assistance. We sent wheat, about 50,000 more than 50,000 metric tons of wheat was sent earlier through the land border with Pakistan, through the Wagah-Atari border, then through the Chabahar, etc. So we stood by them in their times of need and gave them humanitarian assistance. We maintain a small technical team in Kabul, though our embassy is not fully functional, but we maintain a small technical team for essentially humanitarian assistance. So the bilateral relations stand there since the Taliban takeover. But as I said, successive official delegations have met the Taliban regime, and now this is the first political contact. One hopes, if everything goes well, the cooperation could deepen in the days to come on liberalization of the visa regime, on use of Chabahar port by the Afghans for their trade with the rest of the world, because Afghanistan, remember, does not have a seaboard, does not have access to a seaport. It's a landlocked country. So Pakistan is trying to extract its pound of flesh. So here the Indians would take care of their strategic interests, provided they take care of Indian security interests. And if that works out that way, then it augurs well for the relationship.
All right. Thank you so much, Amritpal, for joining us this morning and bringing us a rounded perspective on the latest and very important development.